Tonight, there we go, reviewing from Brew By Numbers. And this was part of my low cost beer mega haul. 28 beers, and about 80 quid for the beers. So, you know, I splurged a bit, yeah. Got bollock enough to buy for it and all, but there you go. So, this is Brew By Numbers 85. Triple IPA, Sabro and Mosaic. So, we'll read what it says, if I can. A lovely 10% volume, so sessionable. This massive Triple IPA pulls no punches in its pursuit of the ultimate hop expression. New season Sabro and Mosaic combine, bringing flavours of tropical coconut, cool mint, sweet peach and zesty blueberry. A liberal oat addition builds a body, creating a beer that is full-bodied, creamy and bursting with a bright and expressive hop character. Can't see a date on the tin. No, there's no date. They don't go for full-on labels, do they? Fair play. Right, let's dive in. Try not to do a wraggy pour this time. So, big hazy orange beer, a centimetre and a half, well, maybe 2 finger head, and there we go. And I'm looking forward to this. This cool mint and blueberry. Obviously, I expect coconut from the Sabro. I did get mint straight away, which is balmy. Don't you just love what you get from beers? It's from the hops, not from the bloody, you know, adding flavours. Oh, that's pokey. Okay, I get the coconut, I get the mint, but what's the other? Peach. Okay, we'll see. Peach, blueberry. Just in a lot of ways, you know, it's see if I get them. I come across a flavour, not always. And, you know, I'll be honest. Why not be honest, you know? But I don't always get every single flavour. And I don't, you know, I'm not, my brain won't let me remember anyway. So I'm not going to lie and say I get this and that when I don't, because why would you? But it's, if you know what you're supposed to be getting, then it's interesting because you come across a flavour you like, and all of a sudden it's like, yes, it is that flavour. That mint is really quite prominent at the front. I mean, I do know what mint tastes like being a gardener, obviously. Yeah, so one knows these things. On the nose for me, certainly a little hint of coconut and certainly mint. The taste, the mint is really at the forefront. And I suppose as beers age, so fresh, super fresh, this would have had the characteristics. But in time, in a can, things will change. They will. They're bound to change over time. I got a touch of peach then, and then the mint came back to the forefront. I mean, say it's 10%. I ain't getting no 10% at the moment. Might do when I start walking and in my legs. And I start talking to the wife, and she says, "You're slurring. You drank too much." These things happen all the time. I'm just thinking about decisions in life, and you know, in life we all make decisions, and you know, you can't beat yourself up too much about them, but money wasted, money spent on stuff that never went anywhere, and that, and you know, things you should have done, things if you had done, life would be easier now, and yeah. Foresight, you know, it's a great tool if we all had it, because we would never make certain mistakes in life, and in life those mistakes taught us a lesson, and lessons are good for learning, and you know, I have friends who are much better money money skills than I have, but we've certainly not done particularly bad out of holidays and stuff. So, in a lot of ways, we've lived a good life without scrimping our life and never going abroad and all that. So, in some ways, for somebody on a low wage, we've done well in that respect. It's funny how a beer review can take you into a tangent that you wasn't expecting to jump into. I do apologise for those coming for a pure review. Um, I am, yeah, different. Absolutely no sign of blueberry. He says that, and then you just and you get a touch of blueberry, and it's, you know, I can only ever say what I get, and I don't like to lie because I'll tell porky pies. It's just not me. If I don't get it, I don't get it. And I don't study hops. I don't care, you know, unless I was doing a brew and I wanted to, you know, my own brew, and I was putting hops in for a certain thing, then I would look into it and think, oh, what are the hops that do this or that? Then fair play. I mean, over the years, I've learned a little bit. I do mean a flipping little, but my gosh, this is tasting good. Certainly getting the ABV now. Certainly getting the mint. Got that on the bit of wind just then. The nose is mint with coconut. There's a touch of peach, a minuscule touch of peach, and a super minuscule bit of blueberry. But the mint is like battling them all. The mint is the predominantly strongest and mint usually is anyway, of the flavour and aroma coming through, and you get touches of the others. So whether that's because it's been aged a little bit, interesting, isn't it? Regardless, a little bit of earthiness then as well, to be fair. So regardless of what I thought, yeah, I really enjoyed this. 10%. The ABV is kicking in now. Jesus. No sneaky beers tonight. I won't need them. Although I'm getting peckish. I had the crappiest dinner earlier, and sat on the table, all nice. Had some old folks next to us. I'm good with old folks. They're quiet. Then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, man, yeah, hey, bruv, and it's like, oh god, it's like my worst nightmare. Yo, bruv, yeah, mate, yeah, it was rocking it, dude. And then he's like, yeah, last night I heard you, man. I heard you arguing, bro. Yeah, we was cussing out, man. We was slapping the things. He was really going for it one time. I'm like, fucking hell. Pardon my French. And it's like, oh, really do I want these idiots sat next to me? And it's like, get this fucking food down my throat and get me out of here. And I come from a rough area, and I'm used to talk, that sort of speech. But sometimes you think, oh, God's sakes, I can't be done with it. I just can't be done with it. Sunday afternoon, I've come to a countryside pub, and it is in the countryside. It's near my workplace, like literally about half a mile away. And it's like, what the hell? If I was in the middle of the city centre, I'd expect it, but not in the countryside. Oh, it's funny, isn't it? But in any case, yeah. Apologising for the, to all the young people out there. Not all young people are like that, but and not even all those who are from the estates. Street kids. I was from the estates, so don't ever think I wasn't. I ain't no posh boy, and I was brought up on the tough streets of Nottingham, and I know what goes off out there, and I came away from that world, and quite rightly so. But yeah, but in any case, Brew By Numbers, another stellar beer from them, out of London. I'm sure they're out of London. Let me double check, because I hate being yeah, London. Yeah, I have to check. Yeah, is what it is. Yeah, great beer. I say the mint overrid a lot of it. That may be because of age. I dare say this can is either not always the same, because I got this from LowCostbeer, so it could either be the age of the can, or it could just be the beer, how the beer's developed. You never really know. You can brew a beer, but unless you drink that beer every few weeks into its cycle, there's no way of knowing how beer's going to develop. No way. The only way to judge every single beer is to do a trial, and week, 2 weeks, and just drink that same beer under the same conditions or under different conditions going forward a year. Then you'll know exactly how a beer develops. Am I wrong? Am I right? It'd be interesting, especially if any brewers who watch this and who think, no, Wraggy, you're actually wrong. We know this. That is interesting. This is where beer reviewers, we only know so much. We only get what we get from the taste. And I am never trying to be an arse. It's not the way I am. Genuinely nice person. Unless you're sitting next to some knobs, but there you go. But yeah, for me, the interest, the dissecting of how things develop is interesting. I'm a gardener. how things grow is interesting. And knowing that when you've got past the germination stage to the growing stage to the next stage and so on and so forth, there is a time scale, there's a way of doing everything, and it's really, really interesting and invigorating. Yeah, so yeah, talking a little bit sooner, but you know where I'm coming from. For me, a good 4.4 out of 5. Don't really get the full 10%. This was a stout, that would be walloping there. Triple IPA, not so much. Like I say, the mint element really won the battle, but I still enjoyed it. And there you go. Cheers all.